So, hey everybody, it's the end of the next day, and I figured I'd pick up my camera because it's been a really busy day and I'm just trying to get a lot of stuff done. So this is gonna be more of a walkie-talkie, show you everything vlog, since it's like, I don't know, 8 o'clock. And I've been up since 5 trying to get stuff done and get everything buttoned up and ready because my surgery's next week, and for at least a few days I won't be able to be up and around and doing stuff. So I'm trying to get everything done as much as I can here, and working some long days. That's okay, but we'll get through it. So now that the sun is setting, it's cool until the bugs start getting me. But now these sugar snap peas, I'm gonna start trying to push them up and train them to go this direction and start grabbing a hold of these rungs here. And I put mulch in between the lettuces and the spinach so they can hold some water. I'm just like taking my time. See, I weeded that section of carrots. I kind of just pick at it a little bit, you know. Like I said, weeding used to be such a chore for me. And now I'm like, my uncle said, you know, if you do half an hour a day, 20 minutes a day, it doesn't seem that bad. So I kind of do maybe 10 minutes and go do something else and then come back, do another 10. And it actually seems to work out pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with that scenario. But, so moving on to the next bed here. I got my zucchinis, the yellow squash, the acorn squash. I just plunked seeds in, so I'm just kind of watering these guys real well, trying to, just waiting for them to pop up through the ground. Some of my other stuff that I started after, now that I showed you that, let's take a hot second and talk about potting soil. Now, at one time I used seed starting mix, and that's okay to start seeds, but there's no nutritional value in a seed starting mix. So a good quality potting mix is plenty fine to start your seeds. So, you know, I like that Miracle-Gro potting mix. You know, it's light and it's fluffy. And my daughter and I went to Walmart, and because I ran out, and I bought, I'm like, oh, this bag next to it, it's bigger and it's like $1 cheaper. Do you see me staring at you? Like the worst mistake of my life, because it compacted too much, and these plants are so unbelievably stunted, and I'm so mad at myself. But this is how we learn. We make mistakes and then we learn from them and we move on. So Kara and I went to another garden center. Oh, some of the mosquitoes are starting to come out. And I wanted to run through some of the garden centers and say, hey, we have a little bit more space here. Let's try to figure out something that maybe we can throw some more plants in, try something new, see what we can get. So we did get a couple different peppers. We did get a tomatillo. Ooh, mosquito. We did get a tomatillo. I've never had them before, but it came in a one plant, one pot, so I'm gonna try it. And some already grown celery, and I figured that's good. I have one whole bed that's left. So I still have some seed potatoes. I'm not gonna show you those because they're probably horrible looking, but I think I'm just gonna tomorrow throw some more potatoes in, because if you notice, these are the potatoes right now. So this would be definitely considered a succession planting. So these will grow, I will harvest these, and I can process them and take my time processing them. And then, well, I guess I'd have to look back on my videos to see when I planted these potatoes. So maybe a month. This is probably a month's worth. I mean, I think so. They're starting, well, they're not quite flowering yet. Once they flower, then we're doing really well. So I'll have a whole nother bed of potatoes. I canned potatoes last year. And even though, yes, the texture is a little differently when you can stuff, pressure can stuff, because you are processing that. So the texture is different, but you know, they're great for like home fries or just throwing them in something quick, and it works out really well for us. So I might better just do it. And so let's see, let's go around, because I mean it's looking really good. I feel like I actually stood in the doorway of the gate earlier today when I was like, okay, it's almost time for dinner, let's just stop for a minute. And I stood here and stared at this site right here, and I'm just like, I don't know, it really it's really coming to me that, you know, I did this, and this stuff is really important to me. So I just took a minute and just looked at my work, and yeah, sorry, makes me a little teary thinking about that, but it does make me very happy, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And the bugs are getting really bad. So anyways, happy moment. Sorry, didn't expect that. So these are the peppers. I think that was a jalapeno, but when we were at the store, I just grabbed some more because I wasn't sure, and I got a chili pepper. I love these little single pots. Isn't that cool? My banana pepper died, so I got one banana pepper, one chili pepper, some more jalapenos. That's the tomatillo, and some already very grown celery, so we'll throw them in. Eggplant's doing well. I don't eat eggplant, but my husband does. Oh, here's the cucumbers. Yes, I overplant. I overplant my seeds like nobody's business, but whatever. They're coming up nice, and then they'll trellis on here super fast. The tomatoes are doing very well. I'm really trying to get in the habit of watering in the morning. Then I was home today, so I was able to just spot water plants that seemed to need some help, and I was happy with that. They're doing really, really well. They're all nice and upright. The cabbages. And see, this is one of my products of that poor potting soil. These have been started in a pot for, gosh, 6 weeks, you know, and I really don't have anything else to do but put them in the ground. I probably am setting these up for failure, but I'm gonna give it a try. Oh well. Here's the loofahs again. I always overplant on my seeds. I just get nervous that I'm not gonna get what I want. And so this was the beds that I put the grape. This is a grapevine. It's already started to tangle itself in the fence. That's what I want it to do. And then Kara started all these flowers from seeds, so I plopped them in. And we'll see. These two are sunflowers. These are giant sunflowers, so I put them in the back because they're gonna get really tall. And I mimicked the same thing on the other side. So here's the other grapevine here. And then all the flowers here. I did buy elephant ears, and I kind of forgot about them. So I just dug a hole and plunked them in there, and I'll let them grow here. I think that would look really nice. This is the open bed that I have nothing in it, that I'm just gonna put the potatoes in and let them go. Couldn't find anything spectacular that I wanted to grow and try and use. Well, I did. The tomatillo. I want to try that. Here's the rest of the tomatoes. And dun dun dun. Look at the green beans. Now you can definitely tell the difference between these ones and these ones. Boy, everybody talks up a lot about the Bush Blue Lake 274s. They're tried and true. You know, that they're die-hard plants. You'll always get good plants. Okay. Well, these tender greens really seem to they seem to be winners for me. I don't know. They're doing really well, so whatever. I'll take whatever green bean I can get. They taste the same to me. The rest of the cucumbers, I'll get those up and trellised up. And these are my brassicas, so the Brussels sprouts. Boy, they just had a couple of rough days and they are just flying. The broccoli in the middle, then the cauliflower. And I put some more flowers right here because I really want to give the pollinators something to munch on. Now, some of these are perennials. Some of these are annuals, as you'll notice. We got a few things. We're gonna walk around and I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put those. Let's see. Oh, my sage. But I hacked that right down to the bottom and it grew right back up instantly. It's amazing, I can't believe it. I have a hydrangea right there. It's really pretty. My chives are flowering. This Russian tarragon, I can smell it. I don't know. You know, it's those random things that just seem to grow and grow that you don't expect. The garlic, I gotta really keep this watered really well. And then I'm waiting for the scape. Once that scape comes up, then I gotta clip that scape off and wait a few weeks and then I can harvest. So obviously some kinds of garlic worked out better than others. So here's some more garlic. And then the little onions. I gotta get through and weed here. I feel like after a couple of days of my surgery, I think I'll be able to get around okay, that I can just plunk some weeds, because if anybody knows me, I don't sit very well, so I might have trouble sitting on the couch for too long. But also, I don't know, did I show you this in my last video? I'm not sure, but this was my experiment on my seed onions. I definitely have a seed pod started right there and right there, which is okay. I use the yellow onions the most. Here's one red one. The other red one didn't quite make it, but that's okay. And then the two whites, that they're growing. They didn't have anything grown on them in my basement, so greenery is good for me. So I'm sure they'll grow seed pods. So I use the yellow most anyways. And here's my beautiful yarrow. I can't believe how well it came back. I just got that at Home Depot on a whim. I think that's probably a lily of some sort. And then this is what I did all day today. Well, not all day. In between the raindrops and the heat, I had left this. I just, you know, you run out of time, you run out of months, you run out of warmth, and before you know it's snowing, and you try to get a bunch of stuff done, and it's hard to get everything done all at once. So this was something I needed to get done, and I made it a priority, so I got it done today. Put some music on the shovel, and I went to town. I put peat moss down on top, and then whatever garden soil I had left went in it. So Kara and I are gonna put some of the perennials in here. That's my goal here, is to keep the perennials going. Have a place for them to be all nice. I mean, I still have more to do on this side, definitely, but this can wait. My blackberries didn't really, wow, they didn't come back, did they? Oh. That's the first time I've noticed that they didn't come back. Huh. I mean, there's a little one right there, but huh. That's interesting. I mean, you can tell the raspberries did just well. I didn't get a chance to cut these back in the spring. And it gets so cold here. And then it's like, oh, you gotta do this. You gotta cut stuff back in the spring. I'm like, spring? I don't get a spring anymore. It's like 10 degrees. And then it's 80 the next. I don't know. I can't win. But anyway, they are big and bushy and definitely need a haircut. The lavender definitely needed a haircut, but look at it. There's a lot of new growth on that. And I just rubbed my hand on it and oh, it smells so good. I have another hydrangea there. And strawberries. I don't even know why I grow them. I don't eat them. I don't eat them. Oh, I hear a bug. And I'm trying to figure out what it is or where it is. But I have some beautiful things going on. Yeah, we missed the lilac moment. So if you can see behind me. Ready? This. It's like 4 bushes over like 80 years that have all grown in together. I mean, oh God. It just keeps going. There's like a lilac and a spirea and then something else, then something else, then another spirea, then something else. And it's just so overgrown. We try to cut it down, but I don't know, I feel bad. It looks so pretty. But I wanted to show you, oh man, these mosquitoes are getting me, something fierce. Here's the spirea. I mean, look at it. It's so pretty. And I can smell it from everywhere. Oh, it smells so good. I wish you could smell it. But I'll take a step back and you can kind of get an idea how big this thing is. We actually, I don't know, the first couple years we were here, my husband kind of rounded it out. And boy, I tell you what, comes right back. That's another lilac that, sorry, I missed it. I love lilacs, but they don't last very long. So we'll get the hedge trimmers out and trim that again. This bloomed a lot this year. So I feel like hedge trimming it is a good idea. And more spirea. It just keeps going. And then there's one more. So these will last a little while. But it's so interesting because the previous owner, one owner, she definitely put a lot of thought into planning because the lilacs bloom, then the spirea blooms, and then this other plant bush thing blooms, then something else blooms. So she definitely put a lot of thought into it. It's just she planted it so close together, and after, I don't know, let's guess 60 years, it all grew together. But I can just start to see these little guys. I don't know if the light is really that great. If you know what these are, let me know. They're just starting to bloom here. So once the spirea is done, then these will open up, and I'm telling you what, the bees love it. Oh, there's some more open if I can get high enough. Can you see that? I'm on my tippy toes, sorry if I'm wiggly. Yeah, that's so pretty. See, and then there's this other thing that's budding. So that'll go after this. Oh, there's the time. See, this spirea got choked out, so it's like not doing much of anything. I don't know, it's really pretty. I have some nice bushes, trees. I have a hydrangea tree in my front yard. That's the latest one. That it goes, when is that? It's like August, that'll bloom. But I have these snowball things in the front and they'll bloom here. Ooh, see, I can smell them. I got a whiff of them. It smells so pretty. It's been very nice today. to walk around here and get a lot of work done. I've been sweating. I still have to shower. Actually, the chickens are already in. They're done and gone. They're like, peace out, I'm done. So, that's that. We've been working hard. I'm trying to get ready so that I'm couch bound for a few days, and then I really can't do a ton for 6 weeks. So, oh well. I'll do what I can. That's what I have a husband for, right? He can help me. Or I have 2 kids. I have 2 very capable children. Anyway, but that is my garden tour for this evening. So thank you for watching. And as always, thank you for growing with me so I can grow with you.